Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
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 Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare Rama,
Ram Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Rama
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna.
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare.
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Rama Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Chant and be happy.
Glories to Srila Prabhupada, and welcome everyone globally to this evening's reading and discussion of Chaitanya Charitamrita from the original authorized versions of Prabhupada's books by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And welcome Rochisha Devi Dasi, one of our favorite devotees on the program. And I know that you don't like this, so I apologize. But one thing about her is that she had the opportunity to associate with a Prakritit Das. And that association inspired her over the years to become fixed in her commitment to hearing and chanting about Krishna on a daily, regular basis. And she is one of our on-time participants in this saga. Let's put it this way, it's a saga. It's a journey in time with all of us fixed on hearing Prabhupada's message in its authentic manner through his Vani incarnation, his sound incarnation. And we insist that we read from the original books, Ron Singh. And we, of course, we've had all these different Prabhupada injections into the program. And this is quite wonderful. I have a series of announcements, and I see that we have the Prabhu from Nepal. Yashoda, what is his name?
Anantaram Shastri.
Anantaram Shastri is with us. And he is, everybody, just Krishna Katha, just so you know it. This is the person that wrote the Prabhupada Shotram. Just see, huh? And here he is. And we are going to do the Prabhupada Shotram. Make sure his microphone is on, whoever's handling the audio control today. And we'll run it, and if the Prabhu could chant along with Yashoda, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay? So let's roll this section, the Prabhupada Shotram. Get ready. If it'll roll. Is it working, Ram Raghava?
No, Prabhu, the latest file that I received that I downloaded, I'm going to try just the previous version, which I knew worked.
We can try that. If it doesn't, then we'll have the Prabhu and Yashoda chant it live. Do you want to do that, Yashoda?
We could.
Let's see.
Just get the text here.
Hold on, it's not working. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Srila Prabhupada Stotram. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharine Krishna Kacheta Madamoha Vinachakarin Madrishti Gochara Prabhupada Swamin Dosha Vivritti Paridushita Manda Buddhe
संचिन्तयामि चरणौ तव भक्तिहेतु वृन्दावने रमणरेति प्रसिद्धभूमौ तत्रापि कृष्ण बलराम सुपादमूले ज्ञानं परं परमकृष्ण सुधर्म इत्युक्तम् दन्तस्तुरेव प्रभुपाद नमो नमस्ते 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 कृपापूर्णदृष्टि नमस्ते नमस्ते महानन्ददात्री नमामो नमाम पुनरक्ष रक्ष प्रसिद्ध प्रभु महिमां दक्ष दक्ष भक्ति सिद्धांत शिष्याय भक्ति वेदांत नामिने प्रसन्नाय प्रशान्ताय तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः श्रीवंग भूमिजन भूषण घोर लीला घोरंग भाव परिसारण मात्र शीला राधा मुकुंद पद पद्म मनोविलासिन् आनंद रसि प्रभुपाद नमो नमस्ते आनंद रसि प्रभुपाद नमो नमस्ते श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare
Anantadas
Krishna.
Shastri. Maybe you
Hare Krishna.
go
I am
ahead.
Anantaram Shastri.
Yeah, do the stotram for us right now, please. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh. Krishnayikacheta madamoha vinasakarin. Krishnayikacheta madamoha vinasakarin. मददृष्टि गोचर प्रभो प्रभुपाद स्वामी दोषाभिवृत्ति परिदूषित मंद बुद्धि संचिन्तयामि चरणौ तव भक्ति हेतो वृंदावने रमणरेति प्रसिद्ध भूमौ तत्रापि कृष्ण बलराम सुपादमूले ज्ञानं परं परम पुरुष भक्तियुक्तं दात्रे सदैव प्रभुपाद नमो नमस्ते 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 कृपा पूर्ण दृष्टे नमस्ते नमस्ते महानंद दात्रे नमामो नमामो पुनः रक्ष रक्ष प्रसीद प्रभो पाहि मां दक्ष दक्ष भक्ति सिद्धांत शिष्याय भक्ति वेदांत नामिने प्रसन्नाय प्रशान्ताय तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः श्रीवंग भूमि जन भूषण गौरलीला गौरांग भाव परिसारण मात्र शील राधा मुकुंद पद पद्म मनोविलासीन आनंद राशि प्रभुपाद नमो नमस्ते पाश्चात्य देशांतर गो महात्मा
को चाहिँ यो बताउनु यो
भन्नु न हिंदी में भन्नु ये अष्टक बना रहा था अष्टक बनाने में उस समय हम इधर आना पड़ा, बाकी रह गया। तो हम उस अष्टक को पूर्ण अब किए हैं, अब पूरा है अष्टक। अब जो ये 5 मंत्र से अधिक और 3 मंत्र जो है आप सुनिएगा। पाश्चात्य देशांतरगो महात्मा, पाश्चात्य देशांतरगो महात्मा, तद देश जात जड़ चेतन शुद्धिकर्ता, तद देश जात जड़ चेतन शुद्धिकर्ता। एतद् विधं भगवतः परम प्रियं त्वाम्, एतद् विधं भगवतः परम प्रियं त्वाम्, नत्वा भवन्ति नरसिंह प्रिया समस्ता, नत्वा भवन्ति नरसिंह प्रिया समस्ता। पाश्चात्य देश भ्रमणेन महत् कृताय, पाश्चात्य देश भ्रमणेन महत् कृताय, श्री कृष्ण नाम परिवर्तन वृत्तिकाय, श्री कृष्ण नाम परिसारण वृत्तिकाय, देशान्तरेषु हरिनाम प्रचारकाय, देशान्तरेषु हरिनाम प्रचारकाय, तस्मै नमोस्तु गुरवे जगतो हिताय, तस्मै नमोस्तु गुरवे जगतो हिताय। महाप्रभो कीर्तन ध्यान मग्नम, महाप्रभो कीर्तन ध्यान मग्नम, गीतादि शास्त्र मृदु भाषण तत्वलग्नम, गीतादि शास्त्र मृदु भाषण तत्वलग्नम, राधा मुकुंद भजनाय धृतैक जन्मम, राधा मुकुंद भजनाय धृतैक जन्मम, नौमी प्रभात समये प्रभुपाद संज्ञम। इति संपूर्णम।
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hari Bol. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna Prabhupada. Hari Bol.
And he'll be back on Saturday for our special program, which is a remembrance program with many godbrothers. And he will also chant at that time for us. And I wanted to make a comment. I wanted to thank Forest Temple tonight before we begin the program, Yashoda, that he sent me a message about an hour ago, and we were having a polite conversation, and he goes, "Oh, by the way," and I go, "What?" He goes, "Only 1 hour more to showtime."
Is Sister Rupa is here? Is Sister Rupa is here?
Yes, she is. Sister Rupa Dasi is here. So
Yeah.
he was anxiously awaiting the start of the program. And this is something that's very inspiring for all of us, to see people eager to practice bhakti yoga with the 2 first principles, Shravanam Kirtanam, eager to hear and eager to chant. And at the same time, eager to serve. And we have a new devotee, Michael, who's on the call, and he is also eager possibly to get initiation at the upcoming initiation ceremonies coming up soon in another 4 or 5 months. So if anybody is interested in initiation, please let us know. We are here to promote this group of people in its efforts to expand the true teachings of Srila Prabhupada without any distortion or change. So that is very important. And I wanted to mention that we have, as you know, completed the Bhagavatam printing and distribution. If anybody in our group, by chance, if you haven't received for your donation, if you haven't received a set of Bhagavatams, remember that the GoFundMe program is not allowing people to give their address. So if you don't give an address for us, we can't get it from the GoFundMe platform. So you'll have to you'll have to get in touch with us, and then we'll be happy to send out your copy of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Delhi version, but you have to send your address. So it's not a reluctance on our part. It is simply a technical aspect of the technology. And on Saturday, we're going to have that event, so just be prepared for that. It's going to be it'll be a few hours of videos and talks by different God brothers and God sisters. So should be exciting. It will be an exciting day for those that want to hear about the history of Srila Prabhupada and his wonderful pastimes. Yeah, we should always learn about that. And that is why Shrestha Rupa Mataji, she had wanted to know about Prabhupada's daily habits. Yes. And that is a good thing we wanted to know. And guess what? We have Prabhupada's diary here. And for the next part of our show, we're going to read from the Jaladuta diary. Look at that boat. Isn't it a beautiful boat? Isn't it? That's beautiful. And Prabhupada's on that boat. And he's traveling to America. And we'll go to the diary. Go ahead. I sent all these pictures. One of my godbrothers suggested I send them again. I did. So here we go. It shows the journey. It begins in Calcutta on August 13th. And on August 17th, it got to Colombo. So, yeah, look at that. Right? Going down the tip of the country. And then Cochin. I remember he stops here. Yeah, we'll read about that. And then on September 2nd, it made it to the Suez Canal. So look at that. So it's all the way, look at how far it went. It was a very tough journey for Prabhupada. He had decent quarters, though. He had Sumati Maharaji's quarters. She let him use them. If she ever went on that boat, I don't know. And then the trek went straight over. Okay, so you look at that, and it head all the way over to Boston. And it got to Boston on the 17th. And on the 18th, it left Boston for New York, and it arrived in New York on September 19th, in 1965. And then Prabhupada disembarked, and he brought those cases of Bhagavatams. He watched them come off the boat. He watched the cases come off the boat, and then he made his way to Butler, Pennsylvania, of all places. And we all know about that history of current episode in the American political scene, tragedy that happened there. We'll go next to this. Now, he got this diary that we're reading from, the book itself. He got it from the Scindia's steamship line. There it is there. The Scindian Steamship Navigation Company Limited. And I met the owner in a private darshan myself. So it was a great experience for myself. And then from there, we see okay, go ahead. Yeah, here, Scindia's Coastal Services. and their cargo services from India, Pakistan, Burma, and Ceylon, and with passenger services on Kong coast. So two types of services. This was the freighter. This isn't the freighter picture here, however. Okay, and then let's look at some more of the introduction pictures. Srila Prabhupada sitting out his room at Radhakrishna Temple at 2439 Chippiwada Kalam in Old Delhi before leaving for America. In front of him are the first 3 volumes of his English Srimad Bhagavatam. And these are the Delhi Bhagavatams that are available from us now as we printed them for distribution in his glorification. Here we have the veranda outside of Srila Prabhupada's room. Okay, so very humble accommodation for Srila Prabhupada in his early years. Very humble. This is the lifestyle of a true sannyasi. Actually, sannyasi means no possessions. No possessions. Just service. Much different nowadays, eh? Much different. The inside of Srila Prabhupada's room, the miniature dome, indicates that the Radhakrishna deities are situated directly beneath this spot. So, right, the front entrance of the temple at 2439 Chippiwada Kalan, which Srila Prabhupada listed as his residence. And so this gives you an idea, and there's another photograph of the entranceway. And we'll move over to the next section. Go ahead. Yeah, here we are. Nope. Nope, keep going. No, the other way. Okay. Okay, there we go. No. Okay, here it is. Scindia, with the best compliments of the Scindia Navigation Company Limited. So he got this from them, and he started to use it. And it's the personal memorandum. And look at his handwriting here. How beautiful it is. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, P.O. Box number 1846, 2439, Chipawadi Kalan, Delhi 6, Delhi, Vrindavan. And then there is his passport, I believe, his number written on it. So, again, getting a feel, we move through the... Guys, there's some series of pictures here explaining, in this version, explaining about the Scindia steamship line. But I wanted you to see this. 1965, look it up at the top there. Ram Raghava, take this thing. Look at up there. There he signed, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Beautiful, eh? His handwriting. And he was a lone soldier. One person on the battlefield of life, coming with his books to America to fulfill the dream of his spiritual master. And here we have, do we get any more of these pictures? Yeah, Sumatra Maraji agreed to let Srila Prabhupada reside at the Scindia colony, a compound of apartments for Scindia employees, while he was waiting for his departure papers. Srila Prabhupada, go down. Okay, so he stayed in and did his typing in his room. He was constantly working. The furniture is new and was not there at the time of this tenure. Srila Prabhupada held preaching programs in this room before he left for America. Little has changed since 1965. So look at how the simple living is, high thinking. The outside veranda of Srila Prabhupada's room, which is on the left, the room of G.N. Nagarajam and his wife, who also gave encouragement and support to Srila Prabhupada, is on the right. So, historical pictures to give us a real insight into Prabhupada's early days. And we're going to go and start reading a bit from the passages. Go ahead. We'll get to April 1st was when he made the first insert. And I think you've got the book online, Prabhu. This is a page on which Prabhupada makes a written entry on which there is no entries. Okay. And on the Saturday the 3rd, he saw the Andheri residence good and kept with Nagaranjan and one set with Ācārya. So he's referring to what he did with two sets of Bhagavatams. And on Monday the 5th, he inquired from Mafatlal, C. Sydenham, Theosophical SNDT, the charity offices of Wilson College, Vidya Bhavan, etc., Mr. Dastu Matunga colleges. Tuesday on the 6th, Madonna Sophia Radia, New Marine Lines Theosophical Hall, purchased 1 and 3 copies page. The check was for 48 rupees. So he's on a program of selling the Bhagavatam to as part of his early service back then. So we're going to end off this section. We'll start moving into the diaries. I don't really like this format. We've got a much, here, let me show you everyone just quickly. The actual script, how it looks. And we'll try to photograph those and send those up so we can have a more authentic look at the diaries. We're going to move forward with this next section of our program. Oh, Shrestha Rupa, Devi Dasi, go ahead. You've got your hand up.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Ananta Rama Shastri would like to say a few words. I request Rama Raghav Prabhu to kindly translate it to English and back to Hindi so we can hear what he has to say. Please unmute Anantaram Shastri's mic. Thank you.
मैं अनंतराम शास्त्री
I am Anantaram Shastri.
I am अनंतराम शास्त्री
हिंदी में बोलना
मायापुर वृंदावन प्रभुपाद जी के साथ हम श्रीमद् भागवत पढ़ते थे.
He used to read Srimad Bhagavatam with Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur and Vrindavan.
प्रभुपाद जी बोलते थे तुम शुद्ध पढ़ते हो, इनको शुद्ध उच्चारण करने को सिखाओ.
Srila Prabhupada used to tell him that he speaks and reads pure Hindi, and he should teach the devotees how to do the same.
हम गुरुकुल में हिरण्यगर्भ, सती दासी, अनंतराम शास्त्री, प्रद्युम्न, हम इतने लोग गुरुकुल में बच्चों को पढ़ाते थे.
I used to teach in the Gurukul in Vrindavan along with Pradyumna Prabhu and the other devotees he mentioned.
हिरण्यगर्भ,
Hiranyagarbha Prabhu,
सतीदासी
सती दासी.
Shati Dasi.
हाँ, तो हम संस्कृत का जो गीता में शब्द है वो शुद्ध उच्चारण करने को उनको सिखाता था.
I used to teach how to understand and read the verses in Bhagavad Gita in a pure Hindi way.
हाँ, तो उस समय प्रभुपाद जी हमको स्टेज में खड़ा करके श्रीमद् भागवतम का श्लोक पढ़ने को कहते थे सुबह सुबह 7 बजे
Srila,
एवरी डे।
Srila Prabhupada used to tell them to read the verses at 7 a.m. every day.
हाँ, एवरी डे। तो मैं खड़ा होकर बोलता था श्लोक श्रीमद् भागवत का। हन्ते तिपार चर पिप्रिहि मूढ़ मध्य।
I used to stand and recite the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam.
एक दिन की बात है, हम गलत बोला, वहां पर देखा नहीं अच्छी तरह से, तो पार चर बोलना था, पार चर बोलना था, पाप चर बोला।
One day I did not speak it correctly. Instead of saying Parashara, I said Papashara.
हाँ, पापाचर बोला। प्रभुपाद जी हमको खूब डांटा।
Then Srila Prabhupada scolded him very much.
हाँ, एंग्री। तो
Then
हमको और समझ में आया कि अब ये दिन तो हम भूलेंगे नहीं। तो पार चर पढ़ना था, पाप चर पढ़ा। तो ये दिन प्रभुपाद जी हमको जैसे हमको डांट फटकार किया था, वो तो हम भूलेंगे नहीं। वो तो कृपा है। छोड़ दी।
sorry, it's kind of emotional. He said that he thought that he would never forget this day because Srila Prabhupada made him remember it by scolding him about saying Papashara instead of Parashara, and he will never forget this.
तो मैं ऋषिकेश में शास्त्री पूरा करके ऋषिकेश हरिद्वार में पढ़ता था, वहां से शास्त्री पूरा करके वृंदावन गया। वृंदावन में प्रभुपाद जी से हमको मिलन हुआ। हमारा मिलन होने से हमको अच्छा लगा।
Okay, I studied Shastri, the knowledge in Rishikesh, and then I went to Vrindavan, and there I met Srila Prabhupada, and he liked it. I liked it very much meeting Srila Prabhupada.
तो प्रभुपाद जी से हम उसके बाद वृंदावन गए, कोलकाता मायापुर गए। मायापुर में रहते रहते 1 साल रहे। तो तब तक भागवत उच्चारण के लिए, शब्द शुद्ध उच्चारण के लिए, शब्द शुद्धि के लिए हम रहे। उसके बाद हम इधर आए, तो अब तो बहुत दूर हो गए।
So then I went to Calcutta and Mayapur and stayed there for a year and did the translation work of pure translation.
हम प्रभुपाद जी से दीक्षित हैं।
I took initiation from Srila Prabhupada.
हाँ, तो अब भी हम हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र का जप करते रहते हैं।
Even
गीता
now,
भागवत पढ़ते रहते हैं।
even now, I am chanting Hare Krishna Japa and reading Srimad Bhagavatam.
हाँ, तो अब हमारा विचार है यहाँ हम कैसे स्थापित करें, किस तरह से हमारा काम आगाड़ी बढ़े, इस तरह से हम सोच रहे हैं। यह है
I am now thinking that how I should stay here and increase my service.
यहाँ आकर के हम तो प्राचीन पद्धति जिसको बोलते हैं, प्राचीन पद्धति, राजा परीक्षित को श्री सुखदेव स्वामी श्रीमद् भागवतम सुनाए थे। तो इसी तरह से हम श्रीमद् भागवतम का अध्ययन करके हम भी गांव गांव में टोल टोल में श्रीमद् भागवत को सुनाते हुए चले हैं अब तक।
So, just as my desire is that just as Parishit Maharaj heard from Shukadev Goswami, I should also, and understood Srimad Bhagavatam, I should also go from village to village teaching Srimad Bhagavatam.
यहाँ पर ये नीति नियम विधि विधान ऐसा है, पहले से प्राचीन काल से उसको बोलते हैं सप्ताह श्रीमद् भागवतम। और श्रीमद् भागवतम सप्ताह 7 दिन में पाठ करो, 7 दिन में उसका पाठ पूरा करो और सारांश कथा जो उसका महत्व है उसको बता दो। इस तरह से पुराण लगाने की विधि विधान है इधर, तो उसी में हम रमते रहे।
So, just as Srimad Bhagavatam was heard in 7 days and understood, I am thinking of teaching Srimad Bhagavatam. शास्त्री जी, आप कई लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि आप कहाँ पर हो इस वक्त?
इस वक्त हम नेपाल में बेटा मोड़ बोलते हैं।
So, he is in Nepal and Betavur.
डिस्ट्रिक्ट है झापा।
Dhapa, district Dhapa?
हाँ, झापा झापा झापा
Japa.
हाँ, और ये डिस्ट्रिक्ट है झापा, है बिरता मोड़ इसका नाम। टोल गांव नगर पालिका बोलते हैं।
सिलगढी को छेउ, दार्जिलिङ को छेउ।
झापा
सिलगढी दार्जिलिङ को छेउ।
सिलगढी दार्जिलिङ के आसपास।
Okay, near Darjeeling. I asked him where he was right now, and so he was giving the location. It's somewhere in Nepal near Darjeeling in a place called Dhapa or Japa.
हाँ, और कोई प्रश्न है?
Does anyone have any questions?
Does anybody have a question? Does anybody have a question?
Your microphone was off. I just turned it on.
Okay. Does anybody have a question right now? We'll go with that for a second. Otherwise, we'll show the next. Yeah, here we have Ron Singh. Unmute him. Ron Singh has a question. He's going to go to Nepal. Go ahead, Ron.
अनंत शास्त्री प्रभु, मेरा वाइफ नेपाल का है। वो काठमांडू में अभी वहां पर है। कौन जगह? गैडाकोट। हाँ, नवलपरा से।
कौन है वहाँ?
मेरा वाइफ। तो हम आपसे आके मिलेंगे। अभी हम आएंगे नेपाल, तो आपसे मिलेंगे।
अच्छा,
ठीक है। और थोड़ा कुछ है अभी ये वो प्रभुपाद स्तोत्र का विषय में।
प्रभुपाद स्तोत्रम के विषय में ऐसा है कि हम पहले 5 मंत्र बनाए। अब अष्टकम होता है, पंचक नहीं होता है। अष्टकम होता है, अष्टक होता है।
So he's saying that in the Ashtak there are 8 verses, not 5, but first he had made 5 verses.
तो अष्टक और 3 हमने उसमें शुद्धिकरण करके उसको शुद्ध, कहीं कहीं पर ऐसा होता है कि लिखते समय वो शुद्ध नहीं होता है, शब्द शुद्ध बनाना पड़ता है, उसको फिर संपादन करना पड़ता है। तो हमने संपादन करके शुद्ध बनाया और 8 श्लोक अष्टकम बनाया। अष्टकम जैसे कृष्णाष्टकम, रामाष्टकम ऐसा होता है। तो प्रभुपादाष्टकम हम तब बनाए, तो अब उसको शुद्धि करना है। आप लोग देखिए, हम और भी निर्माण करते जाएंगे। यदि प्रभुपाद की कृपा हो तो हम और भी लिख सकते हैं।
So he's saying that he made the next 3 verses, but he had to refine it and do the correct Sanskrit and edit. शास्त्री जी, संपाद का क्या मतलब होता है? एडिट करना?
संपादन
एडिट करना है।
Okay. Yeah, so and then he edited it and then he got it just right for the next 3 verses, and he can do more verses if it is desired.
We'll table that, yes. So thank you very much, Prabhu. Excellent. And we're going to move forward with our next section of the program. Thank you, Prabhu, very much for attending and being a part of this. And we hope we can see you on Saturday morning for our special memory ceremony. Ram Raghava, let's roll the Prabhupada lecture.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam. If you take to the devotional service, then this chanting, this vibration of the holy name of Krishna, very simple method. If we accept this, just like we have offered this boy, this chanting process, and they have accepted it very humbly, and if they prosecute the routine work, gradually they will understand what is Krishna. As we say, the advanced students who are dancing in ecstasy, you can understand how much they have understood Krishna. It's simple method. And nobody is sick or barred. You are not Hindu, you cannot chant Hare Krishna. No. Jai Krishna Tattvavedta Sai Guru. It doesn't matter whether he is a Hindu or Muslim or Christian or this or that. One has to learn the science of Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, as it is. Then he becomes the spiritual master. This boy and girl just now married. I am sending to Australia. The boy has come from Australia, the girl has come from Sweden. Now they are united. Now they are going to maintain our establishment there in Sydney. Just now I am sending them within 2 or 3 days. They will take care of the temple. And they will preach also. This Krishna consciousness movement is expanding by their help. I am alone, but they are helping me. They are my gurus. I am not their guru. Because they are helping me in executing my Guru Maharaj's order. So it is very nice combination that somebody is going to Australia, somebody is going to Fiji Island, somebody is going to Hong Kong, somebody is going to Czechoslovakia, and we are also negotiating to go to Russia. There is chance of going to China. We are attempting. We have already sent 2 boys to Pakistan, one in Dhaka and one in Karachi. So these boys, these American boys are helping me. I am very sorry that no Indians are coming forward for this. Of course there are some, but very few. They should come forward, younger generation of India. They should join this movement and spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. That is India's business. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Bharat bhumite manusya janma haila ja, janma sarthak kari karo paropakar. This paropakar business, welfare activities, to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, is the most important business at the present moment. It will unite everyone, politically, socially, culturally, religiously, and everywhere. Krishna. Krishna is the center. That's a fact. It is making progress. And if we endeavor more and more, it will make more and more progress.
It's interesting. I had a conversation with Srila Prabhupada, Yashodanandana Prabhu, about this very issue today. was how Prabhupada looked at his Western disciples. And it was, you had to be in that time and place with us to really understand it and be a part of it, actually. And this was something very dear to Srila Prabhupada, very dear. And I had experience personally, quite a bit of experience with Srila Prabhupada in Toronto in that regards, because we had bought a very large building to accommodate our expanding congregation. And Prabhupada saw a difference, in a sense, between the people in the West that took up the mission and the people in the East, in India, who weren't interested. They weren't. And that wasn't racial, it was a factual. That people, that's why Prabhupada got on the boat in Calcutta by himself and left on a soul journey by himself to come to the Western world and preach the Sankirtan movement. And we're going to read these diaries coming up, all the trials and tribulations that took place in his life in his own handwriting. So there's lots to look forward to in the coming weeks of these pastimes that we're involved in. And the next point that I wanted to make before we go to the class is Yashoda, Rupa goes, Ram Raghava has a special program he's going to show after the credits of today's program. And he wants to keep it as a treat. So I'm going to, I thought it was maybe prasadam, but obviously we couldn't eat that. I could use some rasgullas right now. But at any rate, it's a treat. It's a visual treat, a audio treat. So stick around if you have time tonight to be a part of this. And thank you, Prabhu from Nepal, for being a part of this program. And we're going to move forward with the next section, which is the chanting of Jaya Radha Madhava, and then our reading and discussion headed by Yashodanandana Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Haribol.
Sai. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava समाज भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. Thank you very much.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. O my Lord, Sri Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you from Srimad Bhagavatam 1:1:1. Narayanam namaskrityam, Narayanam namaskrityam, Naram chaiva narottamam, Naram chaiva narottamam, Devim saraswatim vyasam, Devim saraswatim vyasam, Tato jayam mudirayat, Tato jayam mudirayat. One should utter the means of conquest, Srimad Bhagavatam and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, after offering respectful obeisances, 1, to the personality of Godhead Narayana, 2, to the Narayana Rishi, who is the supermost human being, 3, to the Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, then 4, to Srila Vyasadeva, the author. From Srimad Bhagavatam 1-4. Welcome everyone to this reading and discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. As we do every week, we will be reading a few selected verses from the Chaitanya Charitamrita itself, from the Adi Lila, which explains the meaning and the benefit of hearing this powerful transcendental literature. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Glory to Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda. Glory to Advaita Chandra, and glory to all the devotees of Sri Gaura, Lord Chaitanya. Etin Thakur Gaudiya ke Kariya Chenoyatma Sat. Etinera Charana Vandana Tire Morenat. These three deities of Vrindavana, Madan Mohan, Govinda, and Gopinatha, have absorbed the heart and soul of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, followers of Lord Chaitanya. I worship their lotus feet, for they are the lords of my heart. Granteraram Bekari Mangala Charana, Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smarana. In the beginning of this narration, simply by remembering the spiritual master, the devotees of the Lord, and the personality of Godhead, I have invoked their benedictions. Tinera smarane ai vigna vinashana, anayase ai nijavanchita purana. Such remembrance destroys all difficulties and very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. Se mangala charanoi tribida prakar, vastu nirdesha shirvada namaskara. The invocation involved 3 processes: defining the objective, offering benedictions, and offering obeisances. Should be noted that this reading is being conducted from the original non-adulterated, non-edited, 1974-1975 version of the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, all synonyms, translations, and purports by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Ācārya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, also known as the Krishna Consciousness Movement. We are reading from Adi Lila, chapter 6, text 41. Laukika lilate dharma maryada larakshan, stuti bhakti karena tanra charana vandan. Laukika, popular, lilate, in pastimes, dharma maryada, etiquette of religious principles, rakshana, observing, stuti, prayers, bhakti, by devotion, karena, he does, tanra, of Advaita Ācārya, charana, lotus feet, vandana, worshiping. Translation: to maintain the proper etiquette for the principles of religion, Lord Chaitanya bows down at the lotus feet of Sri Advaita Ācārya with reverential prayers and devotion. Text 42. Chaitanya Gosai Ācārya kare Prabhu Ignan, apana ke kare natanra dasa abhiman. Chaitanya Gosai, unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ācārya, Advaita Ācārya, kare, does, Prabhu Jnana, considering his master, apanake, unto himself, karena, does, tanra, of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, dasa, as a servant, abhiman, conception. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Sri Advaita Ācārya, however, considers Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu his master, and he thinks of himself as a servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purport: the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu of Rupa Goswami explains the super excellent quality of devotional service as follows. Brahmanando bhavadesha chat parardha gunikritaha neti bhakti sukham bodhe paramanu tulamapi. If multiplied billions of times, the transcendental pleasure derived from impersonal Brahman realization still could not compare to even an atomic portion of the ocean of bhakti or transcendental service. From Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1:138. Similarly, the Bhavarta Dipika states, Tvatkatamrita pato dau viharanto mahamudaha kurvanti kritinat kechit chaturvargam trinopamam. For those who take pleasure in the transcendental topics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the four progressive realizations of religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation, all combined together, cannot compare any more than a straw to the happiness derived from hearing about the transcendental activities of the Lord. Those who engage in the transcendental service of the lotus feet of Krishna, being relieved of all material enjoyment, have no attraction to topics of impersonal monism. In the Padma Purana, in connection with the glorification of the month of Kartika, it is said that the devotees pray, Varam Deva Moksham na Moksha Badhim va Nachanyam Vrineham Vareshadapiha Idam Teva Purnata Gopala Balam Sadame Manasya Virastam Kemanyai Kuveratma Jo Badamurtyeva Yadvat Tvaya Mochitau Bhakti Bajo Kritocha Tata Prema Bhaktim Svakam Me Prayacha Namokshe Graho Mesti Damodareha. Dear Lord, always remembering your childhood pastimes at Vrindavana is better for us than aspiring to merge into the impersonal Brahman. During your childhood pastimes, you liberated the two sons of Kuvera, and made them great devotees of your lordship. Similarly, I wish that instead of giving me liberation, you may award me such devotion unto you. In the Hayasirsha Sri Narayana Vyuhastava, in the chapter called Narayana Stotra, it is stated, Nadarmam kamamartam va moksham va varadeshvara prarthayetava padabje dasyameva bhikamaye. My dear Lord, I do not wish to become a man of religion, nor a master of economic development or sense gratification, nor do I wish for liberation. Although I can have all these from you, the Supreme Benedictor, I do not pray for all these. I simply pray that I may always be engaged as a servant of your lotus feet. Nrsimhadeva offered Prahlad Maharaj all kinds of benedictions, but Prahlad Maharaj did not accept any of them, for he simply wanted to engage in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord. Similarly, a pure devotee wishes to be blessed like Maharaj Prahlad by being thus endowed with devotional service. Devotees also offered their respects to Hanuman, who always remained a servant of Lord Rama. The great devotee Hanuman prayed, Baba Banda Chiditasyai Sprihayami Namuktaye Bhavan Prabhuraham Dasa Iti Yatra Vilupyate. I do not wish to take liberation or to merge in the Brahman effulgence, where the conception of being a servant of the Lord is completely lost. Similarly, in the Narada Pancharatra, it is stated, Dharmartha kama moksheshu nitchamama kadachana tvatpada pankajasyadho jivitam diyatam mama. Next page. I do not want any of the 4 desirable stations. I simply want to engage as a servant of the lotus feet of the Lord. King Kulashekara, in his very famous book, Mukunda Malastotra, prays, Naham vande padakamalayor dvandvamadvandvaheto kumbhipakam gurumapi hare narakam napanetum Ramya Rama Mriduthanulata Nandane Nabirantum Bhave Bhave Hridaya Bhavane Bhavayayam Bhavantam. My Lord, I do not worship you to be liberated from this material entanglement, nor do I wish to save myself from the hellish condition of material existence. Nor do I ever pray for a beautiful wife to enjoy in a nice garden. I wish only that I may always be in full ecstasy with the pleasure of serving your lordship. From the Mukunda Mala Stotra, text 6. In Srimad Bhagavatam also, there are many instances in the 3rd and 4th cantos in which devotees pray to the Lord simply to be engaged in his service and nothing else. Bhagavatam 3.4.15, 3.25.34, 3.25.36, 4.1.22, 4.9.10, and 4.20.24. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakayam Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Bhakti Siddhanta Shishyaya Bhakti Vedanta Namine Prasannaya Prashantaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Bhagavad Vandana Kadyam Guru Vandana Purvakam Kshiram Sharkara Yuktam Kadati Visheshatah Adadana Strinam Danteridam Yache Punaha Punaha Srimadrupa Padam Bhoja Dhulisyam Janma Janmani Amsho bhagavatosmyaham sadadaso asmi sarvata tat kripa pekshako nityam tat preshta sat karomishvam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This particular section of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is very important for anybody who aspires to be a serious student of Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy and follower of Srila Prabhupada. We see in this purport, Srila Prabhupada has given so many nice prayers that have been written and composed by great Purva-acharyas, our great predecessor acharyas. This is the difference between Shuddha Bhakti and Mishra Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti means pure devotional service. Mishra Bhakti means it is tinged. Bhakti that is tinged with jnana or karma or some other motive. Chaitanya Charitamrita is only concerned with the pure original teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we see in this instance in the description of the exalted position of Sri Advaita Ācārya, how he was preaching this exact philosophy to whoever he met. Sometimes we see by Krishna's arrangement that different devotees come together for the purpose of exchanging devotional ideas, devotional sentiments. So it is very important that devotees, that we use that good fortune to some way or other engage in the service of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada by promoting his Srimad Bhagavatam. This is very important. I just want to relate, well, last time I was in Oroville, where Bhakti Ram Singh has got his temple, we had very nice interaction. We tended japa together. He has a wonderful temple room and a Vyasasana of Srila Prabhupada and Prabhupada's books all over the room, everywhere. Very serious dedication to the service of Srila Prabhupada, specifically the distribution of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. I was personally told by one very senior devotee in Vrindavan in 1972 that Prabhupada told him in 1967 that I put everything into the first canto because I did not know if I was going to live much longer. So this first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is very special. If you look and study these purports, there are so many very long purports, very detailed purports with the entire philosophy of Krishna consciousness as presented and explained by Srila Prabhupada is given. Every time that we have Srimad Bhagavatam class on Sundays, we read that verse, Nashta prayeshu vabhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. This is very important. In India, there are so many people, they're very fond of this Bhagavat Saptaha. They make a big show of reciting the entire Srimad Bhagavatam in Sanskrit. They will hire some professional pandit and recite the entire Bhagavatam in 7 days. But Prabhupada always used to quote this verse, no, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Service to the Bhagavatam has to be constant, not 7 days and then all nonsense goes on. Nope. Prabhupada explained that we have to render service to the Srimad Bhagavatam and to the person Bhagavata, the pure devotee Bhagavata, Shuddha Bhagavata. This is very important. There are some class of people who think that they can jump to the teachings of Jiva Goswami, the Sandarbhas, trying to bypass the current Ācārya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the foremost preacher of Krishna consciousness all over the world. They do not wish to give Prabhupada his credit. They think they know better. They will even dare to criticize Srila Prabhupada. This is very important to understand, because there are some people, although they have the dress of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, the tilak of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, but yet they do not behave like bona fide Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Prabhupada in his purports has many times criticized, many times, different individuals, especially in Navadvip, Vrindavan, Radhakund Babaji's, caste Goswamis, for claiming to be followers of Lord Chaitanya, but yet they do not preach the pure message of Chaitanya, of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In one time, there was a criticism that was leveled against His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, where some caste Goswamis and so-called Babajis criticized him, claiming that the disciplic succession which he presented in his books was not authentic, was not bona fide, because he didn't list all the warm bodies, we've heard that one before, all the living gurus in the succession. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's reply was, we have presented the main Acharyas who have presented the conclusion of the Sampradaya. But because these people are trying to make a monopoly on spiritual advancement, they were critical of him. So many nonsense, baseless criticism. Prabhupada's reply to all these people, well, if you put all these people together, these Babajis, these caste Goswamis, and so many of them, they have not advanced Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement even 1 inch. 1 inch. They're very proud of their Vaishnavism, but they have not preached. Srila Prabhupada by himself went to America, all over the world, not just America, Canada, Mexico, Australia, Europe, everywhere, Africa, everywhere, even went to Russia. Everywhere he preached Krishna consciousness, made thousands of devotees, wrote thousands of books. He wrote hundreds of books, so many lectures every single day. He practically did not sleep, 2-3 hours a day at the most. It's like superhuman empowered activities, yet they will not give credit to this person. Prabhupada, we read in one purport, Prabhupada calls them owlish personalities who failed to see the great service of the Mahabhagavata preaching Krishna consciousness all over the world. This is very important. Prabhupada did not engage in mindless criticism. He was just pointing out that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted his message to be spread all over the world. And he's the one that did it. But they did not want to give him credit. Some of you may have heard during the manifested life of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, some caste Goswamis in Navadvip wanted to bribe the police. They wanted to assassinate Bhaktisiddhanta because he was gaining so much influence. At one point, Bhaktisiddhanta had 60,000 disciples. So their caste monopoly was under big attack. It was failing. And they wanted to try to criticize him and restrain him. They wanted to have him assassinated. They wanted to bribe the police not to do anything. Prabhupada said that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur personally told that story to Ācārya Prabhupada. We see a certain nonsensical mentality, envious mentality with many so-called Vaishnavas, pseudo-Vaishnavas, who do not wish to recognize and give proper credit to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the current Ācārya of the Krishna consciousness movement. We at HKS and PDA, we behave different. We give full credit to Srila Prabhupada. He's still the bona fide Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, and in all respects should be shown the proper respect due. He was predicted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He fulfilled the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And any Vaishnava, anybody who claims he's a Vaishnava or a supporter of the Vaishnava, should give proper respect to Prabhupada and distribute his literature, specifically his Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. Back to you in the studio. Hare Krishna, Hare.
Yes, very well spoken. And we want to thank everyone for being a part of this tribute to Srila Prabhupada in our weekly classes and programs. And it was interesting, today's reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mother Rochisha, connected with my reading from Srimad Bhagavatam today, the 10th canto. Narada visits the different homes of Lord Krishna. Very similar. And I thought maybe I could go to that as a complement to what was read in Chaitanya Charitamrita to show the connection between the two scriptures from Srila Prabhupada. And it's we'll go to that now. Narada visits the different houses of Lord Krishna. Narada replied, "My dear Lord, this kind of behavior by your lordship is not at all astonishing because you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead and master of all species of living entities. You are the supreme friend of all living entities, but at the same time, you are the supreme chastiser of the miscreants and the envious." And our Prabhu, Ananta, he also got chastised by Prabhupada, but it was mercy. You are the supreme. I know that your lordship has descended on this earth for the proper maintenance of the whole universe. Your appearance, therefore, is not forced by any other agency. By your sweet will only, you agree to appear and disappear. It is my great fortune that I've been able to see your lotus feet today. Anyone who becomes attached to your lotus feet is elevated to the supreme position of neutrality, and it is uncontaminated by the material modes of nature. There are 5 primary relationships with Krishna, as we all know. So even just by attachment, you become elevated to neutrality. My Lord, you are unlimited. There is no limit to your opulences. Great demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are always busy placing you within their hearts and meditating upon you. The conditioned souls who have now been put into the blind well of material existence can get out of this eternal captivity only by accepting your lotus feet. Thus, you are the only shelter for all conditioned souls. My dear Lord, you have very kindly asked what you can do for me. In answer to this, I simply request, and here's the key, Krishna Katha, that I may not forget your lotus feet at any time. I do not care where I may be, but I pray that I may be allowed to constantly remember your lotus feet. And here's the build-up, the connection here, everyone. The benediction which the sage Narada asks from the Lord is the ideal prayer of all pure devotees. A pure devotee never asks for any kind of material or spiritual benediction from the Lord, but his only prayer is that he may not forget the lotus feet of the Lord in any condition of life. A pure devotee does not care whether he is put in heaven or hell. That's a tough thing. My God. He is satisfied anywhere, provided he can constantly remember the lotus feet of the Lord. Lord Chaitanya has taught this same process of prayer in his, go ahead, Shikshastika, in which he clearly stated that all he wanted was devotional service birth after birth. A pure devotee does not even want to stop the repetition of birth and death. My God. That's extraordinary too. A pure devotee, this was Prabhupada's position, everyone. He carried this mentality throughout his entire life. It does not matter whether he has to take birth again in the various species of life. Wow. His only ambition is that he may not forget the lotus feet of the Lord in any condition of life. And we are going to, on Saturday, have this special program where all of you are going to be hopefully attending. And we're going to show different videos of Prabhupada in his different stages of his life and his constant focus on his devotional service and the deliverance of the Srimad Bhagavatam right up to the end, Krishna Katha, right up to the end of his last moments. So everyone, please attend for that. And we're going to go to our next section of the program. Ram Raghava, are there any questions that are on the chat or on the YouTube? If there's any, we'll answer them now with your
None on YouTube. Let me check. I don't see any questions on the chat either.
Okay, that's good. We are, when talking to some Prabhu, Bhakti Vaibhav makes a point here, who is connected to ISKCON, who didn't read books and has no knowledge of who Srila Prabhupada. When I told him Srila Prabhupada said to his disciples not to the Gaudiya Mat, he started laughing at me. That is a very good point, by the way, that a lot of people have no information of our philosophy, but they are sentimentalists, they're sahajiyas, they're pretenders, they're posers. And in this way, this movement has been destroyed by the current ISKCON guru, bogus guru system. And we're going to go to our next section, which is another lecture by Srila Prabhupada. Let's go, Prabhu.
The next section is our living guru reading.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, our living guru. Let's go to that. Haribo. Thank you.
From Our Living Guru, which is a very nice compilation that was done in 1993, explaining Srila Prabhupada's position as the eternal spiritual master. Section 5.3, question, what is the position of the bona fide eternal preceptor guru? Can he be available? Can he be available in other means that than is direct physical presence? Answer. In a letter dated May 28, 1968, Srila Prabhupada reassures us, Krishna and his representative are the same. Just like Krishna can be present simultaneously in millions of places, similarly, the spiritual master can be present wherever the disciple wants. A spiritual master is the principle, not the body. Just like a television can be seen in thousands of places by the principle of relay monitoring. As we recall, for nearly all of his students, nearly all the time prior to 1977, Srila Prabhupada was already physically absent. Most devotees served him in separation through engagements in different centers under temple presidents and other senior devotees. Yet, through his relay monitoring system, his officiating Ācārya system, we could experience his spiritual presence and even extend it to the remote corners of the world. Back to you in the studio. Hare Krishna, Hare.
It was a system, very wonderful system that Prabhupada created. And Ram Raghava, I was mentioning to Yashodanandana Prabhu that in the early years, the movement was exploding with new members. And when you see all the pictures that we put on screen of all the past history of our movement and our mission, it's self-evident how potent Prabhupada was in his preaching work back then. And just see what's happened now. Mother Shrestha's, I was talking to Yashodanandana Prabhu today, and he mentioned to me that he got a picture, Krishna Katha, of the LA temple yesterday. And how many people were in the temple, Ram Raghava? There was the Murti of Prabhupada, one devotee, and another devotee chanting japa. 2 people. That's it. So it speaks for itself. And we're recreating this excitement in our new mission, this new mission, to put Prabhupada in the focal point of everything, in our programs, in our books, in our other services. And by the way, there are 3 things that you can do. You hear, you chant, and you serve. It's through the process of bhakti yoga, of service, that Krishna will reveal himself to us. And we'll move to the next section of our program, which is Prabhupada speaking again. Haribol.
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam. So, Krishna personally instructing Bhagavad Gita to understand him, so we should take advantage of this. Otherwise, we are missing this opportunity, this human form of life. Krishna is not teaching Bhagavad Gita to some cats and dogs. He is teaching to the most influential person, Imamarajar Sayobidu. The Bhagavad Gita is meant for the Rajarsi, very rich, opulent, at the same time saintly person. Formerly all the kings were Rajarsi, Raja and Rishi combined together. So the Bhagavad Gita is not meant for the lower class. It is to be understood by the heads of the society. Jat jat ācārati shrestha tat tad eva itare jana. So those who are claiming to be the leaders of the society, they must learn Bhagavad Gita, how to become practical and actual leader. Then the society will be benefited. And if we follow the instruction of Bhagavad Gita and Krishna, then all problems will be solved. It is not a sectarian religious sentiment or fanaticism. It is not that. It is a science, social science, political science, cultural science. Everything is there. So our request is that every one of you become a guru. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order. He wants that everyone must become a guru. How? That he says, Amar ajnay guru haiya taro yaide. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. This is guru. Suppose you are family members, so many living entities, your sons, your daughters, your daughter-in-law, your children, you can become their guru. Exactly like this, you can sit down in the evening and talk about Bhagavad Gita. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna bole. You haven't got to manufacture something. The instruction is there. You simply repeat and let them hear. You become guru. It is not difficult at all. So that is our preaching. We do not want to become alone guru. But we want to preach in such a way that every the chief man or any man, he can become guru, and his surrounding, anyone can do that. Even a coolie, he can also. He has got family, he has got friends. So, even though he is illiterate, he can hear the instruction of Krishna and he can preach this thing. This we want. And we invite all respectable gentlemen, leaders, to learn this. It is very simple. Manmana bhavamad bhakta madhyari mang namaskuru. And by executing this order of Krishna, he assures, Mame vaishyasi, you come to me. Jadgatyana nivartanti tadhama paramam mama. Saktadi hang punarjanmanaiti mamiti paunchya. Very easy thing. So our only request is, the leaders of the society should take up the teachings of Bhagavad Gita very seriously, learn himself and teach to others. That is Krishna consciousness movement. It is not at all difficult, it is very easy, everyone can do it. But the result will be that as soon as you understand, people understand Krishna, Janma karma me dibbam jo janati tattvata. Anyone who understands Krishna, the result is saktadeham punarjanmanaiti. After giving up this body, he does not accept any more material body. He stays in his spiritual identity and enjoys the society of Krishna. That is Vrindavan. Gopijana Vallabha. Krishna Vrindavan means that Krishna is the center. He is the lovable object of everyone. The gopis, the cowherds' boys, the calves, the cows, the trees, the fruits, flowers, the father, mother, everyone is attached to Krishna. That is Vrindavan. So this is the replica, this Vrindavan, and there is real Vrindavan. This is also real. In the absolute, there is no difference. But for our understanding, there is original Vrindavan. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalvavritkalakkhabriti susuravira vipalayanam Lakshmi sahasra sata sambrama sevamanam govindamadi purisam tamam bhaja Dinam kandantang aravinda dalayathaksam Barahavatang samasitam buddhasundarangam Kandatva koti kamaniya visesa shobham Govinda. This is the description. Goloka, Vrindavan.
Very interesting comment, Yashodanandana Prabhu. I wanted to just clarify a few things in what Prabhupada was saying for our help. When Prabhupada says here, everyone become a guru, yes, that's something that he wanted his disciples to do, take the role of explaining Krishna consciousness to others. Yes, he said very simply, you can, at home, you can sit, you can read at night. The father, Guru Pati, he can sit and read with his family. He becomes guru. Siksha, guru. There are different types of gurus. Vartmat Pradarshika guru, Siksha guru, and then there is Diksha guru. These are different stages that a devotee can achieve depending on their level of realization. But if fakes, imposters, pretenders, they should not take the role of Diksha Guru unless they are Uttama Ācārya, the highest level. And that is not easy to achieve. It's not. And if people think that it's just some voting process that you become guru, This is bogus, very bogus, and misleading thousands of people. And if you read Sri Upanishad, in the third verse, Surya Nama Tailoka Anhina Tamasha Britaha, these people, along with their disciples, go to the darkest regions. And it's in the purport. So be careful. Be a teacher. Sure, we will. Give people books. Encourage them to read. Yes, that's okay. But to take the role of a so-called sannyasi when you drive in fancy car, live in fancy apartment, and store millions of dollars in your bank account, this is pseudo. It's not right. Shreya Devi Dasi, you have your hand up. I know you couldn't control yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Haribal, go ahead. Miss question.
No questions. I want to speak on behalf of all the students here today. I call us students because we are on the path of learning. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Yashodanandan Prabhu and you, Vishwakarma Prabhu, for coming up to the class every single day for the last 3 years. So many hours of dedication, regardless of the place, the time, the situation, your health, regardless of all of that, you still make it a point that you show. You know, the presence is what's important. We all have an opportunity to today make a choice that is intentional, that I want to be here in the class. If you're not in the class, it's okay. You can at least watch it on YouTube. But I would want to say that we are lucky to have you and Yashoda Prabhu guide us on the right path to Krishna consciousness as per Srila Prabhupada's instructions. Thank you so much that you still come to the class despite the health conditions. One day you decide you don't want to show up, and that's it. We do not have another class. So I want everybody to know that you're coming to this class so sincerely and trying to tell us repeatedly to follow Srila Prabhupada as he's told you what to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Many pranams. Dhanyavadagalu. So happy today. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mother, for your words of appreciation. We appreciate it, of course, but this is a destiny. It's not a plan. We all have a destiny. And my godbrother Yashoda, he has a destiny. And he's fulfilling it in his glorification of Prabhupada at our classes. And he has an amazing memory, I must say, Ram Raghava. Extraordinary memory. I don't know how you got it because you're a Frenchman from Quebec, Prabhu, but it's a great thing that this man has a great memory, and he is constantly reminding us of all of the pastimes he had with Srila Prabhupada and all of the learning that he's acquired from his intensive study of the philosophy. This is not by chance. It is not by circumstance. It is by destiny that this has happened. And you're all part of this destiny. And it's being recorded for history so that people will know that some of us, all of us here in this group, understand the proper position of Srila Prabhupada, that he lives in sound. He will never die, and he'll never die in our association of like-minded devotees, like you, all of you. So thank you very much, Mother Shrestha, for your kind words. That's very appreciated. And we're going to go forward with our next section of the program, and by the way, don't forget Saturday, Ram Raghava. This is going to be, there's been a lot of preparation for this festival with Rupa Goswami and Shrestha Rupa and of some of the other God brothers and God sisters. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am, because I enjoy coming to the programs myself because it's good for me. That's as simple as it is. I get the benefit. I hear it over and over again. I'm saying someday I'll actually figure this out. We're going to go to the next section, Ram Raghava. What's that? The 10 offenses, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, run that, please. Thank you.
Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 8, Offenses to be Avoided. The offenses against the chanting of the holy name are as follows. First, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. Sometimes the atheistic class of men take it that any demigod is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. But one who is a devotee knows that no demigod, however great he may be, is independently as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, if someone thinks that he can chant Kali, Kali or Durga, Durga, and it is the same as Hare Krishna, that is the greatest offense. Third, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. Sixth, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. Seventh, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord. Because by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can be freed from all kinds of sinful reactions. It should not be taken that one may continue to act sinfully and after that chant Hare Krishna to neutralize his sins. Such a dangerous mentality is very offensive and should be avoided. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities. Karma Kanda. 9th, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Anyone can take part in chanting the holy name of the Lord, but in the beginning one should not be instructed about the transcendental potency of the Lord. Those who are too sinful cannot appreciate the transcendental glories of the Lord, and therefore it is better not to instruct them in this matter. 10th, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names, and to maintain material attachments, even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success.
Yashoda, please, we're going to do the chanting. I'm sorry. So many different features of this program, Yashoda Nandana Prabhu. So many different features. And that's a credit to everybody that's participated in its evolution. We're going to move forward with the chanting one round together. If you don't want to chant, then please turn your mic off. Last class, we had somebody playing the piano, where someone's playing the piano while we were chanting. It didn't mix well. So be mindful. Haribol, glories to Prabhupada.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Ram
Rama,
Hare Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Ram
Rama
Hare Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Ram
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Ram
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare.
Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare.
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare.
Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna.
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Chant and be happy.
Let us offer our respectful obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnava devotees. Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaham. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like desire trees, and who are full of compassion for the fallen souls. Thanks everyone for participating in this lively reading and discussion. Thank Vishwakarma Prabhu in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, Ram Raghava Prabhu in Georgia, Sri Sarupa Mataji in South India, Ruchita Mataji dans la belle province de Québec, Rashika Shwaru and Viprahita, the parents of Ram Raghava. Thank you so much for participating. Kevin G in Tennessee, Krishna Kata Prabhu in San Diego, Bhakta Roy in Mississippi, Rupa Goswami Prabhu in Bombay, Michael Dillon in Yuba City, California, Bhakta Vaibhav in India, Nilesh Cham Prabhu in Florida, Bhaktin Sushma in India, and Bhaktin Renuka also in India. Thank you so much for participating. Back to you in the studio. Hare Krishna.
We want to extend an invitation to Saturday's program beginning at 9:45. And it's going to be a quick moving, very interesting experience for all of you, for all of us, to be in association with like-minded devotees and remember our beloved spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. We're going to move ahead with the closing credits, and then we have a kirtan and then a special event. I'm listening. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna. So now, as promised, here's the treat. This is a TV news station interview with Srila Prabhupada in San Francisco. It's labeled as 1972, but I'm not so sure. I think from the way the garland looks on Srila Prabhupada, I think it's more like 1975, but maybe Yashodanandan Prabhu or Vishwakarma Prabhus could offer an insight. And Srila Prabhupada also mentions in one part of the interview that he has 10,000 active disciples. So that's why I'm thinking it's more later in the 70s, like around 75. Can you imagine how fortunate were those souls that worked at this TV station and the people who saw the news that evening when this was being broadcast? So if anybody else has anything, I'll go ahead and start playing it, if nobody else has anything.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You founded the Hare Krishna movement some 7 years ago in 1967, did you not?
Yes.
In a capsule, what is the movement?
The movement is to awaken God consciousness of the human being. The human being is distinguished from the animals, that the animals cannot understand what is God.
Mm-hmm.
And the human being also does not understand what is God, then he is animal.
I see. And so your movement is to bring about an understanding of God among human beings.
Yes.
And Hare Krishna means what?
Hare Krishna means addressing the energy of God. Hare means the energy of God, and Krishna means God.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you were here yesterday and to attend your annual festival that was held here in Golden Gate Park, and we were there too. And in fact, here it is. A few thousand people came out to hear it. How many people are now disciples of the Krishna consciousness movement?
Dedicated life, about 10,000.
About 10,000 dedicated
in the Western world.
Mm-hmm. Your Grace, is there any significance at all in the shaved head? Why are heads shaved?
We keep ourselves very clean, that's all.
Oh, it's just a cleanliness thing?
Yeah.
Is there any significance in the color of the robes?
At least at the present moment, people think that by keeping long hair, it becomes very beautiful.
I see.
Yes. We are against that.
Mm-hmm. Just as simple as that. Is there any significance in the yellow robes?
Yellow robe is the dress, those who are dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it could very well have been a blue robe. It's just something that was arrived at.
This saffron.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your Grace, why do you feel that so many people are pulling away from the traditional religions in this country, such as Christianity and so forth, and going for the trying to understand the Eastern religions? We hear a lot of swamis and gurus and other type of yogi and so forth. Why do you feel that people are pulling away from the traditional Christian standards here?
But we see that the Christian churches, especially I've seen in London, mostly closed. People are not interested, or the Christian leaders, they cannot make them interested.
Why? Did Christianity fail the people, which is why they're turning to other things? Or?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You say that Hare Krishna consciousness pretty much takes the absolute truths from the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, and the Vedic.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Religion means to understand God.
I understand, but do you feel that in getting truths from various places like the Bible and the Quran and so forth, don't you run into conflicts at all or contradictions in those particular philosophies?
No, I don't find any conflict, because the ultimate goal is God. So you have to understand God and try to love Him. So you can go through any religious process. If the goal is attained, that you understand what is God, and you try to love Him, then your life is perfect.
Why do we see so many of your followers chanting
almost all the time.
Chanting means to keep association with God always.
So you have to audibly chant Hare Krishna?
Yes. This is transcendental vibration. Just like a radio message, if you keep contact with the radio message, then you know everything what is going on outside. Similarly, this transcendental sound, Hare Krishna, if you chant, then you keep connection with God directly.
Thank you very much, Your Divine Grace. It's been our privilege to talk with you and to meet you.
Thank you.
And hope that we can see you again when you return.
Hare Krishna.
We'll be back with more news in just a moment.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnava Vangscha Sri Rupam.
I just want to add before Vishwakarma Prabhu, before you say something else, is that did you notice how respectful the people who worked at the TV station were, and how nice they were to Srila Prabhupada?
It was beautiful, absolutely spectacular, and a great opportunity for all of us to remember Prabhupada through these different vehicles that have been created by Krishna for us to do that. So thank you, everyone, for everything. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Anything else with you, Ramaragava?
No, sir. Done.
Okay. So we'll see you all on Saturday morning for Bhagavad Gita celebration. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Bala Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Bala Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.